Hey, hello, how are you doing? I hope that you are well. Thank you so much for tuning in Carl's Inspiration and for choosing this platform. I'm so grateful and do not take it for granted. So, guys, welcome to Love on Fire episode 1. Today, we are going to talk about what kills a relationship. With time, there will be people joining me in this episode because I want it to be lively. I want it to involve people, to involve different opinions, different ideas. So I believe with time I'll manage to achieve that, as I'm just introducing this series. So you get me, you know what I'm talking about. So on today's topic, we are going to talk about what literally kills a relationship. On a personal level, I feel like love has been underrated. Saying I love you is common, and it's not something that people value. There is some people who value it and can't just say it to anyone they meet. And how do you know that you love someone? I feel like you'll know when you feel this connection with them. You definitely know you are in love or you love someone when you care about them. You don't want anything to hurt them. Like, you just feel them. And I feel like nowadays I love you or saying I love you isn't serious as in old days. And someone told me, nowadays there isn't love. I mean, people are just saying it for the sake, and maybe it's underrated or something, I don't know. So basically, what kills a relationship? For me, the first thing that kills a relationship is trust. A good relationship is built and bounded by trust. I believe so. And how do you know that you trust someone? If you trust someone, you let them have your property without you questioning any of them. If you trust someone, you let them do whatever they want with whatever you own. So to me, what breaks a relationship is when there isn't trust. It's when you don't let someone own your property. For instance, if you love someone and if you are in a relationship with them, definitely they own your heart, they own your body. It's not like you are a property or something, but you relate to them, you trust them. You know that they won't hurt you and they won't do anything that will harm you. In fact, you'll share a bed with them, you'll sleep with them. I hope it doesn't sound nasty, but you know what I mean. You are close to them, you let them hug you, you let them do whatever you want, because there's that trust. And the moment that trust breaks, you start fearing, you start feeling like they'll harm you, like they'll hurt you. So definitely what kills a relationship first is lack of trust. And there's also expectation. There's so many relationship that has broken or has gone to waste, if that's the right English, just because of expectation. How do we break this expectation? We break this expectation by talking, letting people know what you want, how you feel, and what you expect in this relationship. There are so many people who enter into a relationship because they expect to get married. There are some who just enter a relationship for matters of sex. They don't care, as long as they're served well, they get sex at the end of it, then they're in for a relationship. There are those who just want compassion, companionship, and there are those who just want to feel safe. Yeah, they just want to feel like there's someone who care about them, there's someone who is willing to go to an extent of saving their life. So I think, like, if you two have different expectation, which is not bad, and you feel like it's broken, then that's what kills a relationship. There's also an aspect of communication. Communication is very important in any relationship or in any part of life. Communication is definitely important, and it is what drives a relationship. So if you guys don't communicate, then I don't see the need of it working, and I don't know how you guys do things. How do we communicate? You communicate through verbal, you can communicate through expression, gestures, body language, and whenever there's something wrong, whenever there's a problem, have this mentality of communicating, have this mannerism of talking it out. I feel like the moment people keeps in what affects them, then that is how the relationship goes sour. That is how everything just breaks, everything fall right in your face, because you've never communicated to them and they keep on piling. So one day when you decide to let them out, then it's beyond repair. So I believe and trust that communication is a virtue, and it's very important in any relationship. Other thing that affects relationship is jealousy. If you are in a relationship with someone who is very jealous, it's good to be jealous. If it's good to get those chills, when your partner is talking to somebody else, but not to an extent that you do not allow them to be themselves. Jealousy is also another thing that breaks a relationship, because when you are over jealous, when you are extremely jealous, you become possessive. And remember, this person is not your property. You need to let them be. You need to let them grow. You need to let them do whatever they want. In as much as you guys are in a relationship, trust me, each one and everyone has their own needs at individual and personal level. So when you become possessive, to an extent you don't allow them to do whatever they want and whatever they like, then that's when things fall apart, and that's when relationship definitely dies. So yeah, so basically in this episode we are talking about everything that breaks a relationship. I know there are so many things, but definitely for now we're just going to handle the main ideas or the main agenda. Sorry, I keep on changing my phone because I'm using my hands to hold it. So yeah, what else? There's also compatibility. Are you guys compatible? What do I mean compatible? Is there anything that you guys share in common? Is there anything that you guys believe in? Your ideologies, are they same? I believe that if you guys are not compatible, then definitely the relationship won't work out, because you guys have different ideas, you believe in different policies. And how do we break this compatibility? Again, communication, talk. I believe in sex after marriage, and my partner doesn't believe in sex after marriage. So then what happens? There's a problem. If you don't talk about it and if you don't agree, because I believe that people can be intimate even without sex. You still can enjoy, you can be romantic even without sex. So if sex is an issue and you don't talk about it, then there's no compatibility there. For instance, I believe in staying with a man after marriage, after I have a wedding, and there's a person or my man believes that that is not the case. You can still live, or come we stay, for lack of another word, and still work out, and still this marriage will be powerful. So then how then do we get this to work? You just talk to them. And compatibility also, it comes in terms of dressing code, what you have in the house. So yeah, I believe also that one kills a relationship if you guys are not compatible. There's also an aspect of domineering. If there is if one person is the only person who talks and who is heard, then definitely that relationship do not have any chance, or maybe the chances are minimal. If you are in a relationship where you don't have a voice, if you are in a relationship where you cannot talk, you cannot air your views, then definitely I believe that that relationship won't work, and there are high chances that you are going to lose it, and there's high chances that there's nothing that is going to work. How do I domineer? I always have this theme of the house that I want to be there, and I don't expect my partner to have another theme. I always have this specific color, and my partner doesn't love it, but he has to deal with it. If you keep on domineering and you don't allow your partner to make any decision, then definitely that relationship is not going to work. So I believe those are the few things that kills a relationship. And you guys can comment in the comment section what else break the relationship, because I believe everyone and anyone has their own issue that breaks the relationship. There's family matters. I mean, there's a lot. There's finances. There's a lot, So yeah, I'm just going to share that in episode 1. Check out for episode 2, and I'll really appreciate. Thank you so much for your support, guys, and for the love that you've given me, for the affection. I mean, it's what keeps me going. It's what pushes me to do all these videos. Without you guys, what will I be doing? So yeah, thank you so much for your support, and check out for part 2 or episode 2 of this. And if you are in a relationship, check out for those things that we've talked about, and screen your relationship. See if those things are there. Are they affecting you? Are you okay with them? Yeah, because we are here at the end of the day to spread love and to ensure that people love themselves. Okay, thank you so much, and thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourself. Bye, and I love you. Mwah. Bye.